My name is Dom, I'm traveling the world, and obviously I have to eat. So here's a few of the things that I try along the way. Today we are in Sydney, Australia. Now Sydney is a highly multicultural city with blends of various foods and cultures, but today I want to take a look at some of the items which are considered to be quintessentially Australian. Now this can be kind of up for debate because you will see a lot of British influence in the cuisine, but let's go take a look. For breakfast, I took a short stop at Short Stop. Australia is renowned for its coffee, particularly the flat white, which was invented here, so I stopped by to try one. While there, I happened across this gem, which is the Australian Sea Salt and Honey Cruller, which is admittedly the absolute best donut I have ever tried in my life. In fact, this is my second time eating one. I'm usually one to avoid hyperbole, but this is actually the best donut I've ever eaten in my life. It's the perfect mix of sweet, salty, and fried donut. Now I decided a donut wasn't enough, and so after this I ventured off for a typical big Australian breakfast at Brew Bros. You'll quickly see that an Australian breakfast has much in common with its English and American counterparts, which are both some of my favorite breakfasts on earth. To start, I had an espresso and some of the freshest fruit juice I've tried outside of Colombia. And then the plate arrived with 2 fried eggs, sourdough toast, hash browns, bacon, mushrooms, tomato, and sausage. I completely demolished this thing, even after my donut and coffee from earlier. I give this thing a 10 out of 10. Then, after a bit of wandering the city, I decided to search out a typical Australian meat pie, which is something that I've always wanted to try. I got a classic pepper beef pie with mashed potatoes and mashed peas on top and a bit of gravy. I also got a side of fries with chicken salt. Now here's a fun fact that nobody asked for. The can of Coke I received here seemed abnormally large, and so upon further inspection I took a look, and it was. It was 375 milliliters,
Crike!
which is significantly larger than the American standard of 355 milliliters and European of 330 milliliters. But okay, enough about Coke. This pie was great with a perfectly flaky crust and a just huge chunk of slow roasted meat on the inside. Lastly, after promenading through Sydney, I decided to stop for dinner at what claims to be Sydney's oldest pub for a pint and fish and chips. Located next to Sydney Harbour, the place was quite lively, but the food was nothing necessarily to write home about. It was pretty good, but nothing special. Unfortunately, I don't have a video of me eating it here, so I'll spare you that view. So there you have it. There is a quick one-day incomprehensive snapshot of the cuisine in Sydney through the eyes of a foreigner. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.